Welcome to Elsevier's Electronic Manuscript Submission System, or EMSS, our web-based system for the submission and review of book contributions. EMSS puts your project online, making it easier to manage authors, manuscripts, and deadlines. As a book editor, you will enjoy particular benefits, including tracking files through the writing process, avoiding confusion over which version is the most current, streamlining your communications, and never losing manuscript or figure files. On the left, you can see an example of the EMSS homepage. We'll take a closer look at each sample page later, but for now, you can see the current status boxes at the center of each row give you an at-a-glance status update of each manuscript. You will receive an automated notification each time a chapter is submitted for your review. In the My To-Do List section at the top of the page, you can see EMSS also organizes the project, so you'll always know what needs your attention. On this sample of a chapter or manuscript page, each uploaded version is dated and labeled. All uploaded versions are kept, so nothing is ever lost, and the most recent uploaded file is always on top, so there's never a question of which file is the most current. EMSS also records, tracks, and streamlines the communications about your project. Notes about specific chapters are posted on their own page, along with their replies. Because logging into EMSS is based on email addresses, contact information for each author is always available and current. Likewise, EMSS tracks uploads and communications for individual figures, so every file receives its due attention. Now that you've had a little taste of what EMSS can do, let's take a quick tour. First, you'll want to select your book from the drop-down menu on the Welcome screen. This allows you to go to the correct book if you are assigned as an editor or author on more than one Elsevier project in EMSS. This will take you to the home page we previewed earlier. From here, you can quickly see which chapters need your attention in the to-do list at the top. By looking at the horizontal box indicators, you can quickly assess the progress of other chapters as well. Each square represents a step in the workflow: contributors, editors, publishers, and so on. A box highlighted orange means the chapter has been in the hands of that step at some point, and the black dot lets you know which step it's in now. You can also click on the title of any chapter to go directly to that chapter's individual detail page. Divided here, you can see the top and bottom portions of one contiguous manuscript page. Right away, authors are provided a link to the specific author instructions for writing and formatting this project. They are also provided with detailed instructions on how to use this site to submit their manuscript, with each numbered step corresponding to a matching callout label elsewhere on the page. Again, we find the at-a-glance boxes showing the status for this particular chapter. And below it are the writing allotments for this chapter as agreed upon by the editors and publishers. On the action bar, you can select a workflow step to move the chapter to, such as author, editor, or publisher, and send the chapter forward or backward in the workflow as appropriate. The recipient will receive an email from the EMSS system containing a direct link to the chapter page and informing them that there is a chapter in need of their attention. Further down in the manuscript area we saw before, you can upload a revision of a chapter or download any of the previous revisions for review. You don't have to worry about file names. EMSS will assign a standardized file name to any uploaded file. Here you can see the bottom half of the manuscript page consists of 4 overlapping tabs and the assignments box. First, let's look at the assignments box. Here you can see each of the individuals assigned to each workflow role and their deadlines. Authors will only see their own deadline. Each of the names is hyperlinked to their email address and will prompt a compose message box to this address via your own email client. The Manuscript tab is the default visible tab when you come to the manuscript page. As I've noted, each uploaded version of the manuscript is dated and labeled according to its chronological version, and each can be downloaded from the link on the right. The most current version is always on top. The Manuscript tab is also the location for the Notes function for communicating amongst authors, editors, and the publisher. When you click the New Note link, a Notes box will expand to allow you to compose your message. Once you've completed your message, you can tick the boxes next to any of the people working on the project, and an email copy of your message will be sent to them by the system, as well as posting it in the manuscript page of the website. The next tab is the Figures tab, where figure files, if any, for each chapter will be uploaded and annotated for the project. You can upload individual figures as they become available, not necessarily in order, or multiple figures at once. Likewise, you can download all the figures in a chapter at once, or download a single figure at its original resolution, or get a preview in your browser window. Similar to the function in the Manuscripts tab, you can also attach and send notes that pertain to individual figures in the same fashion. For a convenient preview of each figure, a low-res thumbnail will appear for reference without having to download each file to verify. EMSS will automatically produce a thumbnail image of all true image files. Next is the Resources tab, a place to make reference files available to your contributors, such as sample chapters, specific formatting instructions, or other details. The top section will hold files only visible to authors for this particular chapter, while files in the title-wide section will be available to everyone assigned to any chapter of the project. Editors, and contributors, if the editors wish, can also view the full table of contents in its proper order. The columns allow you to view the order of the workflow for each step in the process, and who is assigned for that step. Clicking on any assigned name will take you to the individual's user info page, which lists projects they are assigned to and how frequently or infrequently they have logged into the site. As before, clicking the title of any chapter will take you to its individual manuscript page. So what are people saying about EMSS? Well, the feedback has been flattering. We've done our best to make the system intuitive and user-friendly. And if our last commenter has their way, 40,000 authors in over 60 countries will be just the beginning.